What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY. If you guys enjoy NFL NBA content, when you see some more gaming content soon, give this video a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel while you got it. Now let's get into this video. Listen, Drew Brees is coming back. Drew Brees is returning for the upcoming season. He'll be back. He'll be in the Saints uniform going to next year, if the Saints resign him. But listen, though, on the serious note, the Saints already said that Drew Brees decided to come back, that they were going to bring him back. So it's confirmed that Drew Brees, he's going to be a New Orleans Saint going to the 2020-21 season. Listen, I guess shout out to the Saints. You guys got your future first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback for another year. He posted on Instagram, said that he's ready for the 2020 season, ready for the grind, ready for the journey. And you know, he posted a picture with looks like Grand Canyon or whatever. So he says that he wants to make another run at it. Listen, I guess it's good news for the Saints. I mean, Drew Brees, as old as he is, 41, going to turn 42 next year. I believe he's 41. Is he 42 already? I don't know. I think he's 41. Or is he 40? I don't know. Drew Brees is one old-ass quarterback. Let's keep it a buck, all right? Drew Brees, he's been in the NFL since, 2001, 2002. All right, so I wasn't watching football then. But we know how great Drew Brees is and how great he's been. And even though he's declined, the arm strength ain't there, deep accuracy, he's still Drew Brees. All right? He's still going to be a top 5, top 10 quarterback in the league. However, with this being said, you can pretty much confirm Teddy Bridgewater ain't coming back. Teddy Bridgewater, I know I didn't make a video on it, but I mean, who was going to... I didn't really feel about making a Teddy Bridgewater video. I mean, I could have. I mean, I like Teddy, but I don't think it was worth making the video because we all knew this, that he was going to get a pretty big payday come free agency time. Come, we're talking about 25 to 30 mil is looking like that's going to be Teddy Bridgewater market. Shout out to him. But he won't be in the Saints uniform next year. He might be in Carolina, might be in in Indianapolis. You never know. He might be a Charger. That's going to be Cam Newton. I made a video about that yesterday. You guys didn't see that? Make sure you guys check that out. However, with Drew Brees coming back, listen. I mean, if the Saints are in win-out mode, there's nothing else to really say. Saints are in win-out mode. They've been to the playoffs, came close for the past 3 years. You know, a year ago they got screwed by the refs in the NFC Championship game. This year they got outplayed by Kirk Cousins, and a lot of that was on Drew Brees and Sean Payton's fault. But if you guys are dedicated to get a Super Bowl win, why not get it with Drew Brees? Your first ballot Hall of Famer. You're the best player in team history when it comes to the Saints. So this is who they want to get the ring with. This is who they want to ride out with. Their leader, the leader of their franchise. But overall, this is going to be interesting how it plays out. It's going to be interesting what he gets. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a one-year deal. I think this is it for Drew Brees. I think this is last year regardless, where they win it all or they go 0-16 or they just miss the playoffs. It doesn't matter. I think this year is going to be Drew Brees' last year no matter what. Now, I said that last year. I was wrong. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to be Drew Brees' last year. But what's really going to be interesting to see how this plays out when it comes to Taysom Hill. Like I said, Teddy Bridgewater, he's going to be gone. So you can pretty much take him out the picture. What this means with Taysom Hill, I mean, there was reports like a week ago saying Teddy Bridgewater wants to be, not Teddy, but Taysom Hill wants to be a franchise quarterback. He wants to be a franchise quarterback for an NFL team. And he wants to test out his market. He's a free agent too. We can't forget that. All 3 Saints quarterbacks going to this year are free agents. So we gotta see how that plays out. Now my thing is, Taysom is cool. He's a player with a lot of strengths. He can do pretty much everything. My thing is, I'm not so sure that he's that good as a passer. Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's that good as a passer. He made a few good throws. I think he's improved from years. I actually watched a little bit of his tape from the year before this, the previous season. I guess it's still currently this season, I think, because I think it becomes a new season once free agency begins. But anyway, he's improved from year to year. And I think last year, or this season, was probably his biggest improvement. He really made some pretty good passes. I mean, he made that he threw a gut bomb to Deontay Harris in the wild card round against the Vikings. Made some good throws throughout the year. However, on a consistent basis, I'm not sure if Taysom Hill is that dude. I'm just not sure. I know a lot of people have been bigging him up. A lot of people say that he can be Lamar Jackson 2.0. Hell, the special teams coach, I think it was the ex-Saints special teams coach, he said that Taysom Hill is a better passer than Lamar Jackson. So overall, I mean, we gotta see how that plays out. I mean, he's definitely very athletic. I mean, he's a really good football player. I'll definitely give him that. He's one hell of a football player, no doubt. You can't take it away from him. He can do it all. He can run. He can catch. He can pass. Hell, I'm not sure. He might be a good pass rusher on the defense. Who knows? He plays special teams. He does it all. But as a pure quarterback, I'm not sure if he's that dude. You gotta remember, Taysom Hill. We watched his college tape. At least I did. It didn't look that good. Okay, he wasn't accurate. He has a pretty decent arm. He has a pretty good arm, but accuracy-wise, throwing the ball with touch, real quarterback awareness, I'm not sure that's there. And you gotta remember also, Taysom Hill, he started off in Green Bay. He couldn't beat what's his name, Hundley. He couldn't beat Hundley. All right, so I mean, he didn't beat Tim Boyle out for the quarterback spot to be the third quarterback on the roster. Even when he first got to the Saints, he didn't beat out the previous backup before Teddy was there. I forgot who was the previous backup. Saints fans gotta tell me who was the previous backup before Teddy Bridgewater got there. Was it Chase Daniels still? I'm not sure, but he didn't beat out him. I think they even had JT Barrett on the actual squad, and he didn't even beat out him originally. I just don't think Taysom Hill is that dude as a quarterback. But he has a lot of football game. I mean, he has a lot of skills. But like Mayweather said, like my man Money Mayweather said, that you can be very skilled at many things, but it's more valuable to be a master at one. And Drew Brees is a master at passing the ball. Maybe Teddy Bridgewater isn't a master yet at passing the ball, but he led you guys to being 5-0. I'm just saying. And if Drew Brees is getting paid $30 million, and Teddy Bridgewater is getting paid, close to that too, I don't think Taysom, we could put him at that same level. I think he really needs, he has to show me a little bit more. And maybe that's why he's possibly looking to go somewhere else to become that franchise quarterback. I guess I just have to see it for myself. I mean, you never know. But I just don't see it. I don't see him being a master at, slinging the ball 30 or 40 times a game. I just don't see it. But, I mean, it'd be pretty interesting to see Taysom Hill do his thing in a Lamar Jackson type of system. But, overall, it's good to see that Drew Brees is going to be back. Drew Brees, I mean, we all grew up. I mean, listen, I grew up on Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Kurt Warner. I grew up on all these quarterbacks, so I don't want to see them all go Eli Manning too. I mean, these are the quarterbacks I grew up on. So, I mean, I already seen Eli Manning retire. Who knows what's going to happen with Brady? I really want to enjoy these old veteran Hall of Fame quarterbacks as much as possible. Even the same as Big Ben. I mean, we got Phillip Rivers who might retire. So, overall, I'm going to enjoy these old-ass quarterbacks for as long as possible, right? So, shout out to Drew Brees. My thing, before I go, I don't want to make this video, any more longer. What that willing to say is, I know a lot of Saints fans are looking for a deep threat. They want that number two receiver because the Saints fans are their entire mission pretty much for the all season. It seems like they want to go for a number two receiver, and a lot of Saints fans want that number two receiver to have deep speed. They wanted a Tyreek Hill. They wanted Deshaun Jackson. They want someone to just go out there and run a 4-2-2. I mean, they want a wide receiver to do that. And my thing is, that would be cool. But you're talking about the quarterback. The quarterback's going to be Drew Brees throwing the ball. So I want to know, how is Drew Brees going to throw the ball down the field to someone who throws a 4-2 on a consistent basis? We've seen Drew Brees' arm fall off, especially the past few years, throwing the ball deep. Drew Brees is still a master in the short and intermediate game. But we know his deep passing game is definitely falling off. My thing, if you're the Saints, I wouldn't be so focused on getting a deep threat as a number two option. I'll be looking for someone to get open. Someone that can beat press coverage, who can get open really quick. So my thing is, if I'm the Saints and I'm so big on getting a number two receiver, instead of opposite of Mike Thomas to open up the field, I'll be looking for an AJ Green. I'll be looking for Emmanuel Sanders. I'll be looking for a Golden Tate. Golden Tate, he's going to get their age. I'm not sure if he can beat press coverage consistently either. Hell, Antonio Brown. There's a reason why the Saints worked out Antonio Brown. A lot of people try to mix up stuff like Antonio Brown's a super deep threat. Antonio Brown doesn't have really deep threat speed. But one thing he really does have is beating press coverage and getting open. And Antonio Brown off the couch is still a top 5 receiver in the game. He can still beat press coverage easily. So that's why I'll be looking for it if I'm the Saints. I know there's a lot of receivers in the draft, so who knows how that plays out. I know a lot of the receivers they'll have one of their main primary skills is deep speed. So if I'm the Saints, I'm not really looking at that direction. But overall, shout out to the Saints, shout out to Who Dat Nation. You guys got Brees for another year. You still got Mr. Hall of Famer, Mr. Break record every year. And that's that. So that's it, that's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the Phenomenal and I'm out. Deuces.